got something real special for y'all. Tell us your name and what you do.
Escobar Code. I'm a fashion designer here out of Detroit, Michigan.
What or who inspired your brand?
Pharrell, Kanye, Nigo, Virgil Abloh, just to name a few.
Some great people. What keeps you going through the ups and the downs regarding your clothing brand?
Just knowing life is a journey. Life is art. It has its ups and downs. God, family. I know those things can sound kind of cliche, but they definitely inspire me to keep creating and be who I am.
What advice would you give aspiring clothing brand owners?
To know that, like I said before, life is a journey. Life is art, and you can't really get too caught up if things don't happen when you want them to happen. They happen when they need to happen, and also like it's a continuous like compound interest of like the work and the grind and the et cetera, but
Right.
it eventually happens, So just keep.
Right. What are some of your achievements through your brand?
Notoriety wise, because I've been doing this for 10 years. It started out as a hobby, but then, it got more serious once I had a child, and that definitely inspired me to be a fashion designer. Just him indulging in like what I do and liking what I do. I've had articles done on me from the city I grew up in, like out in Beecher, because I'm like me and my friends call it like a Beatroiter or whatever. So we like from Detroit, from Detroit, but Beecher as well. But Monte Morris, the NBA players, wore my clothes. YSR Grams, we just mailed some stuff out to Crispy Life Kid. John Connor, Flint legend, MC, and a few other people as well, but that's just to name a few.
Excellent. Who do you want to work with in the future, whether that be brands, people, artists?
Locally, Will from Plugged In. It's one of my pops friends. Definitely inspiring. Definitely make me like step my game up and see where I can be and where to go with my creativity and my business. Engineered by Dre, with Dre, and the homie Cardi too with Buffalo Brothers. Now, as far as when I get to the plateau of like, I didn't mention him while we spoke behind scenes, but Cortez, I love what he's doing.
Okay,
Yeah, Cortez rules the world. I love that. And Nigo, of course, Pharrell, Kanye,
Right, yeah.
those that inspire me. If some way I could be a part of what Virgil has created, I think that'd be like an honorary thing to give me some type of fulfillment. But those are those people that.
Yeah, shout out to those people, man. This is kind of like a extension of the last question, but like, what are some brands or people that inspire you or you took inspiration from regarding your clothing brand?
I'd probably say attitude Kanye, but creativity Nigo and Pharrell. Definitely love Y2K fashion, and ice cream was it for me. Ice cream, Bathing Ape, pastel, those samples floating around and stuff like that. Fubu, things like that is definitely what got me going as far. And Ralph Lauren, of course. Yeah. I love that. It's timeless. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna go a little bit off script here. How do you feel about the creative direction that Pharrell has taken LV?
Like overall, or just like taking it from where, like as far as where Virgil left it off from?
I would say overall, because did you see the fashion show that he did?
The most recent one?
Yeah.
Some.
Okay. I would just say overall.
It's great. It's good, but it's great. And I say that because like it's not necessarily something I would do, but understanding like where he's at in his life, and like that takes a big chunk out of it as an artist, like him being a fashion designer. Like when I get that old, I will be wearing like, not to say he old, but
Right.
but I will be wearing cowboy hats and and like bell bottom jeans with the, you know, in the big buckle, and like that's fly to me, but it's just not my age right now. And also that's not a lifestyle that I'm living. You know, so like I think that's a big part of it too. But what he's doing with it is awesome. I mean, and you can't beat the Timbs. He has done, but what's crazy, like even like to say this, and you could cut this if you want. Dapper Dan is the reason for all of this. Like we are his children in a way, and like those LV Timbs with the monograms over them that's like, is not to say that it hasn't been done before, but like it's definitely just a OD to everything that Dapper Dan has did.
Yeah, I definitely agree. For real. A lot of people disagree though. A lot of people have been, you know, throwing slander because like they feel like he messed up the creative direction, or he just takes too much from like streetwear and stuff like that. But me personally, I mess with the pieces. I mess with the fashion show. So I messed with it.
But see, they didn't say that when Virgil did it.
Right.
And I mean, it's the same. Like it's just a little bit more mature, I guess. Virgil's was definitely a bit more loose and like not to say like childish in like a bad manner, but it was free.
More experimental.
Yeah. I think his is still in that way, but a mature version. You know, like a kid that's going to get the non-play shoes, you know, dirty is what you had with Virgil, but like with Pharrell, it's like, no, these are my Jordans. I wear these to a specific place,
Right.
And these are my Shaqs. No disrespect to Shaq and Payless or whatever, but I'm going to wear these like outside to play in, you know.
Right. So we got one of your hoodies behind us. Can you tell us about it? Just tell us a little bit more about it.
I just wanted to try to make the best sweats possible as far as, again, my whole thing is like luxury streetwear. When I think of that, I think of something that's super comfortable but has quality, and you can wear it just about anywhere until they ask for you to put on a suit and tie. So, you know, you can overlay it, you can wear it by itself, and also it's stylish with the cut and like the materials used. My logo is a whole another like topic or, you know, content, subject matter, whatever, but I based it off like the Renaissance and the medieval area with the whole stainless glass and like Catholic, you know, church. I love like the Gothic era of like history, and it's just the initials like in each box, and like the color representation of, you know, each one is like, you know, love, rebirth, and royalty.
Right.
And with the hats, I tried to, you know, go as I would say chrome, but just luxury in general. You know, just I did a lambskin hat. When I did the lambskin hat, I also like decided to put something that men and women could enjoy as far as like care for their hair while wearing it.
Right.
You know, and put satin in the lining. And then just a little extra, you know, taste with the suede brim. Just something when you grab it, you feel like, you know, it feel luxurious and stuff. But that's where we at with that. And then also like just to like keep it like free, I guess you could say, with a snapback. Anybody could possibly put the hat on without having troubles of fitting it.
Right.
Yeah. So I try to take all those things into consideration when I make something, but that's definitely what I was aiming for.
Okay, so we in your creative space today. Can you show us a couple pieces that mean something to you or that you just like in general?
Oh yeah, I can show you the first piece that I reconstructed, and then the first piece that I made from scratch.
Okay.
Vintage YSL jeans that I made from reconstructed. These like from the 90s.
Ooh.
They not the. I seen them going on Grail because I seen somebody with like an original pair for like I think a couple $100 or so. But just nothing, man. I made like the side panels on here and gave it like more of a flare, like baggy look. They was more straight fitted and had like that 90s feel. But yeah.
Those is hard. I can't lie.
Just some side panel work. And then this like rooster jacket that I just put in the show that I was in, and like I made this from scratch. Also, the thing with patterns is like if you can get your hands on like some old vintage patterns, that's great. I got this one. I made this out of like a Vogue, like an old Vogue like late 80s, early 90s sports coat or whatever, but I altered it a little bit to make like this style of like this Japanese style, like I think they call them Hinanto jackets. But I sewed everything at the joints, or hand stitched, I should say. So like it has an opening and gives it like that old Komodo or like outerwear jackets that like the military put on or whatever.
Yeah.
And just misplaced the pocket some, one up here and then one further down towards the bottom.
Tough.
Yeah. So with like the plaid interfacing and then like the back panel. So yeah, those are two of my first in different ways that I love very much. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate you showing us those. Just one last question before we get out here. Can you tell us your mission statement for your clothing brand?
Okay, Cold Shoulder X is it's for the ostracized, and like that's the whole thing I put on the hats, and like something I've been saying forever. So basically, I just decided to make a brand for anybody that feel like outcasted or ostracized in a sense, and I do it for like the nerds, the geeks, like anybody that has been shunned or given the cold shoulder, but like you still cool at the end of the day. That's my whole thing. Like people don't understand. Like at the core of everything, like we all the same. So they always, try to outcast you and stuff, but you just gotta dust that shit off.
Right. Yeah. I love that. I love that. So I appreciate you, coming out here and do this with us, or us coming out to you and doing this. Y'all.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. His brand's gonna be in the link in the description, or it's gonna be on the screen. If y'all mess with it, go cop. And yeah.